sir. Have a great day ahead. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kirtana Tirumurugan and my metric number is 4193003111.
Hi sir and hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pushpa Subendra and my metric number is 42020385512.
Hello, sir and friends. I hope you all having a great day. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nithipriya Rajananthan and my metric number is 4193000611.
Hello, sir and friends. My name is Puvarasi, daughter of Raman, and my metric number is 4193003081.
Hello sir and hi everyone. My name is Hemavati and my metric number is 4193000891.
Today we're going to present about chapter 6, fundamental of Islamic management. Okay, first introduction of Islam. There are three types of Islam. First is Iqdaq. Iqdaq is a Muslim's life at individual and societal level of the governed by the different sets of rules. The first set is the foundation of the describes the relationship between the man and the creator Allah. It deals with all matters of belief of you Muslims. It is a score set which is every other set of encore to it. The set is known as Iqdaq faith. The foundation of Islamic faith is belief in oneness God of Allah, the God of Ibrahim, Noah, Moses, Jesus. Islam teaches that a pure belief in one God is intuitive in human being. Okay, the second set of the rules is Sharia law, consistent of constitutive and regulative rules that deal with transforming and manifesting the faith and belief into the action and daily practice, because these sets of rules are derived from the main sources Al-Quran and Al-Sunan. All Muslims must be conduct their affair in accordance these rules. This set of rules constitute two components known as ibadah, deal with the ritual practice with the Creator Allah, is concerned with the practically of the way of proper rites and ritual to understand and explain the relationship with Allah. Okay, the third one is Ikhlaq. Ikhlaq is a personality, behavior, moralities, and ethics. Concerned about the behavior, attitude, and work ethics of the which a Muslim should live in the society. As a result of following the guides on the Iqdaq and Sharia, as a Muslim will be according to the teaching of Islam. Thus, Ikhlaq is a transform.
Hello, everyone. My name is Puvarasi, daughter of Raman. My special greetings to our sir, Mr. Zulkifli, and my fellow friends. Today, I am going to explain about fairness from fundamental of Islamic management. Before I get into my point, let me explain about Islam. What is Islam? Islam means submission to God. Muslims believe in one God, Allah, and follow the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, Allah's messenger. Prophet Muhammad received Quran, the Islamic holy book from Allah. Now, let's get into my point, which is fairness. Allah treats everyone equally with His patience. For an example, at the day of judgment, everyone was judged equally and can make their choice throughout their life whenever they are in Barzakh. This will determine whether they will go to Jannah or Jahannam. Moreover, justice or adil literally means giving people a right position and giving people a rightful treatment. In other words, in Islam, there are main two propositions. First, giving people a rightful position, and second, giving people a rightful due. Additionally, in Islam, Muslims are always stand justice as a matter of principle, whether they are Muslims or non-Muslims. Even the justice will against them. Muslims are always stand and justice for non-Muslims in every circumstance. Muslims are always give a equal fairness in gender. For an example, Muslims boys are with baju Melayu and songko, and Muslims girls are with baju kurung and tudung. By this, we can clearly know that Muslims are giving equal fairness to both gender. Other than that, Muslims are also giving equal fairness even for the higher official. Caliph same as the rule as justice as everyone else. There was a famous incident which Ali bin Abu Talib lost a court case to Jew because of lack of evidence. Even Ali was a caliph at the time. By this, we can clearly know that Muslims are always stand for equal fairness, and they also make an effort to give a equal treatment to non-Muslims too. And here I attached a short video about fairness. Hope you guys watch it. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kali ini Redaksi Islam hadir untuk berbagi setetes embun-embun ilmu yang terpendam dalam luasnya syariat Islam. Suatu hari Nabi Musa alaihissalam bermunajat kepada Allah. Ya Allah, Engkau yang telah menciptakan makhluk, dan Engkau pula yang telah menghidupkan mereka. Dengan nikmat rezekimu pula mereka hidup. Namun kemudian Engkau memasukkan mereka kelak di hari kiamat ke dalam neraka-Mu. Seru Nabi Musa alaihissalam dalam munajatnya kepada Allah. Kalimatnya menjelaskan, jika di dalam pikiran Nabi Musa sekarang menyimpan keganjalan yang menggelisahkan. Kemudian Allah Subhanahu wa taala berfirman, "Berdirilah dan menanamlah." Tegas Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Bukan jawaban yang beliau terima, akan tetapi malah sebuah perintah. Perintah yang sama sekali tidak ada hubungan dengan pertanyaannya menurut akal dangkal manusia. Namun walau bagaimanapun, ia adalah seorang hamba yang seharusnya patuh pada Tuhannya. Maka tanpa basa-basi Nabi Musa alaihissalam pun segera bertindak, bercocok tanam dan menyiramnya setiap hari. Hari demi hari telah berlalu. Sinar matahari tidak ada bosannya menyinari tanaman Nabi Musa alaihissalam. Begitu juga Nabi Musa alaihissalam tak ada henti-hentinya merawat dan menjaga tanaman tersebut. Hingga waktu panen pun telah tiba. Nabi Musa pun kemudian memanennya dengan semangat. Kemudian mendebahnya dengan semangat pula. Kemudian Allah Subhanahu wa taala bertanya kepada Nabi Musa, "Apa yang telah engkau lakukan dengan tanamanmu, wahai Musa?" "Hamba akan menggilingnya," jawab Nabi Musa alaihissalam dengan penuh ketakziman. Kemudian Allah bertanya lagi, "Apa yang akan engkau sisakan dari tanaman itu?" "Wahai Tuhanku, aku tidak akan meninggalkan apapun kecuali yang tidak bagus," jawab Nabi Musa alaihissalam. "Wahai Musa, begitu pula aku akan memasukkan ke dalam neraka orang-orang yang tidak memiliki kebaikan." Allah Subhanahu wa taala mengetahui atas segalanya, dan dengan wahyu ini Allah Subhanahu wa taala menegaskan kepada Nabi Musa alaihi salam bahwa Allah tidak pernah curang atas semua yang dilakukan. Semua berjalan dengan seadil-adilnya. termasuk menciptakan makhluk untuk kemudian menyiksanya ke dalam neraka. Hanya akal manusia saja yang begitu dangkal guna memahami keadilan hukum Allah. Semoga kita semua dijauhkan dari api neraka. Dan semoga kita kelak bisa menghadap Sang Pencipta dengan kalimat La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Sampai di sini dulu pertemuan kita kali ini. Semoga video ini bisa menambah ilmu pengetahuan dan referensi bagi kehidupan kita sehari-hari. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So today, I'm going to explain briefly about one of the fundamental of the Islamic management, which is honesty. Everyone know about honesty. Yes, I will too. According to the Islam also, honesty is a basic moral character which connects the positivity and visually attributes the integrity, trustworthy, straightforwardness, and many more. Islam commands the truthfulness and forbids who are lying. Islam strictly orders Muslims to be very honest even though the opposite person tells any lie, cheat or anything. In that situation also, you need to be very honest. Islam also emphasizes not only the duty to be very honest, straightforward, truthfulness, but they also have the social obligation to associate with the truthful people, to have the truthful ones in their company. These orders all repeatedly comes from the Noble Quran and the Prophet of Muhammad. These best deeds are to fulfill the obligation of Allah, to be mindful of the prohibitions of the Allah, and to have the honest intention before Allah Almighty. All the prophets, the peaceful, the blessing upon them were very truthful, and the truthful people, the honest people who Allah praised to give their honesty. And also, Allah said that who you believe, be mindful of Allah. Stand with those who are true. These were written in the Al-Quran 67. Here I want to share a short story about the honesty. There was a guy named Amirul and a girl named Akila. Amirul loved Akila for 3 years, but he didn't confess his proposal to Akila. But one fine day, he was brave enough and go in front of Akila, and he proposed to her. At the moment, she accepted his proposal. This is why, because he tell his love from bottom of the heart, honest and the purity of the heart. As well as he also bring that girl to his home, and the same day after she accepted his proposal. This is why. I will tell you later. In front of his parents, he said, Mom, I really love her. 3 years ready, but I never tell Mom yet. Today only I will converse my proposal, and she accepted. I don't want to start a relationship with you and cheat or lie to you. I want to this relationship to be very pure and to be very honest. So that's why we are standing in front of and we want you to be accept and give permission to our relationship. The parents were very shocked because a son bring a girl in front of them. He proposed and also he said that he want to be a relationship with her. They were really shocked, and later they realized that his character was really impressed them. The honesty of her son is really, the mom was cried finally and say, wow, I have a honest son. This is means I have teach you a good thing. The moment was really touching, and finally their parents give permission to them and they started their relationship with their honest. Perhaps the social obligations. Before I'm going to the social obligation, the moral of the story is, whatever the situation, whatever happens, please be honest and Allah will help you all the time. So, the social obligation is playing a main important role in the honesty to have the faithful of our first promises, al-Uqud, trust, al-Hamana, covenants, al-Huhud, and the last one is contracts, al-Uqwat. So these four are main role in the social obligation. So finally, I was understood the honesty in the Islamic management very deeply, and it's bring a lot of good impacts to them and bring the best pathway to the Muslims to run their life. So here are the short video after my presentation will be played. It is a short video about the Muslims, about the Islamic management of the honesty. So the fundamental is the main thing is the honesty. So I was explaining about the honesty. So the video will be explained more deeply with the honesty with the video term. So hope you all will watch it and understand more deeply with the video. That's all from me. Thank you.
How do we take responsibility? How? Okay, now I know I have to be responsible. How do I do it? How do I do it? I'm not going to tell you 100 steps. I just want to tell you one step. When you do one step, then you come back to me, we'll have some lunch, and I'll tell you step 2. But right now, let's only worry about what? Step 1. When did the Messenger ﷺ become a messenger? At what age? 40. And at the age of 40, he started doing da'wah, yes? He started doing da'wah. Now, was he living in Mecca before then? Yes. Did people know him before then? What did they call him? They used to give him some nice names. What were the nice names they gave him? As-Sadiq, Al-Amin. Did he ever talk to them about Islam before the age of 40? No. He did business with them. He lived with them. He was neighbors with them. He was friends with them. He ate with them. Yes? He talked with them every day. He helped them. He gave charity to them. That's all they had with him. For 40 years, the only thing they knew was As-Sadiq and Al-Amin. And they knew that the most responsible person in our entire city is one person. Who is that? Muhammad. They don't call him Rasulullah yet. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Now, that's your step 1. Your step 1 as an ummah, my step 1 as an ummah, is we have to show the character of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, As-Sadiq and Al-Amin, to the entire world. So when they think of Muslims, they think of someone honest. When they think of Muslims, they think of someone they can trust. Right now, it is so bad, we can't even trust each other. We can't even trust each other. We lie and we cheat. We lie and we cheat in business. We lie and we cheat in our families. We lie and we cheat in inheritance. We lie and we cheat in our jobs. We lie and we cheat in our tax forms. We lie and we cheat every chance we get. We lie and we cheat. The guy who's in the store selling cloth, you know, the ladies, they go to buy clothes. Baji, ye bahut mehenga hai, ye bada mushkil se mila hai. I have to give it to you. I have to sell it to you for 100 because I bought it for 99. I will only make one. The guy bought it for 10, but he has to make a whole story so he can get her to buy it for 99. Okay, you just take it for 99, it's okay. And he makes this whole story. You can't even sell something without lying. How are we going to earn Sadiq and Amin for the entire world? We don't even think each other are Sadiq and Amin. We don't think each other are Sadiq and Amin. You know, when you go in the Muslim world somewhere, not here, anywhere in the Muslim world, and you get in a taxi, if they can tell I'm American, 3 times the price. Why? Is that amana? Is that amana? You go to a mechanic, Muslim mechanic, mashallah, Muslim mechanic. I need an oil change. He opens your car, takes out the transmission. You need a new transmission too. I don't know cars. He knows cars. We're cheating people. We're lying to people. We're dishonest to people. And then we talk about the deen of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the da'wah to Islam, the sharia of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi. Wait a second, hold on. 40 years first. Step one. Step one. Nobody thinks we're honest right now. Nobody thinks we're trustworthy right now. That is our priority. That is when da'wah actually makes sense to people. Because before you even open your mouth, they love you. They love you. This man will never lie. I can trust him over anybody else. This is what a Muslim is supposed to be. So many of your co-workers are Hindu. So many of your co-workers are Christian in this country. So many of your co-workers are Buddhists. Or maybe even atheists or agnostics. The only thing about Islam they know is not the Quran. They don't know the Quran. The only Islam they know is you. You are Islam to them. You are the ambassador of Rasulullah to them, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So when you tell your coworker, I'll be there in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I know the Sunni 5 minutes. 5 minutes means sometime today. And the best one is, you haven't even left home yet. And they call you, where are you? Oh, I'm on the way. You're not on the way. You haven't even brushed your teeth. You're driving from like another country. You're driving over 3 hours away. Hey, where are you? Are you coming? Yeah, just 10 minutes. 3 hours, you convert them into, you're not in a helicopter, man. You're in a car. Be honest. In these little things, if we cannot be honest in little things, then definitely we cannot be honest in big things.
Hello everyone, my name is Nithipriya Rajanathan. Today I am going to explain about one of the fundamental of Islamic management, which is freedom. This word freedom can also be known as kebebasan in Malay. This word freedom can be related to words such as democracy, independency, human rights, or even privilege. So before I get into the topic, what is freedom? Normally, freedom can be defined as the power or a right of someone's act, thinking and speaking as they want. In Islam, freedom is an individual's ability to do something and abstain from it by their own free will, which means that they are willing to do something by their own, not by forcing them to do something, which is why we call as freedom. According to Al-Quran and Al-Sunnah, it states that freedom is not something that you do whatever you want, but it means that you do the right thing. The thing which doesn't give harm to others as well as doesn't give any fear to other people. So next I'm going to explain some of the examples of freedom in Islam, which is freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom of religious or belief, freedom of democracy, of lifestyle, and also rationality, and many more. In Islam, they have been classified to two categories of freedom, which is first one is individual, second is society level. First, we see in individual. What does that mean by individual is that an individual who are willing to give their opinion as well as accept other people's opinion in a very good manner. As for the society level, it means that for Islam, they are abstain from alcohol, they wear hijab, they eat halal food, and they also fast and pray. These are some of the examples that they have been following by Islam. Next on, I'm going to explain a little bit about some of the example of freedom. Firstly, is the freedom of thought. In this thing, this means that an individual who are willing to accept others' opinion in a good way of manner. This method has been applying day by day and has been used by our currently international human rights law, which is already introduced by Islam in the 626 AD. The other examples are freedom of religious, which means that freedom of religious, Islam gives freedom to their followers to follow whatever religious that they wanted to follow. But once they already enter Islam, they does not have the liberty to leave Islam, because it is believed that it will cause a threat to the unity of Ummah. So these are few examples of freedom in Islam. In addition to that, I also had made some research. There are few cases about freedom that happen all around the world. As you all can see in this picture, this incident occurred in Singapore. This incident is mainly why it happened is because the Muslims are not allowed to wear hijab in their workplace. Some also told that they have to remove hijab, forced remove hijab when entering their workplace. One of the worker from a government hospital in Singapore also states that when her shift work comes, she have to remove her hijab before entering the workplace. This means that they does not have any freedom for their religious. This has to be given to them. Other than that, as you can see in the second picture now I'm showing, this is where it stated that as for the statistic, it states that most of the Islamic country, even though they state that they have got given freedom to Islam, but still they are being tied up. In statistic, it states that only 3% of the country which are giving fully freedom of Islam to the community. These are the two examples of cases which shows that freedom is important. Just imagine that you're being tied up in a place, you can't even move or do whatever you want. How suffocated we will be. That's how it is. We will be without freedom. So freedom in Islam is one of the main aspects which is needed by everyone. I also had prepared some of the video which is related to freedom. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. Thank you.
In a world with more than 7 billion people, there are many religions. And while most people live among others like themselves, some don't. They often move and find themselves in the minority. They worship differently, they dress differently, they even eat different kinds of food. Sometimes there's trouble. Wouldn't life be lots better if we all let others practice their faith? Here are 4 ways that we can help everybody enjoy freedom of religion. First, stand up for the rights of minority religious groups to practice their religion free of persecution and criticism. Second, be respectful and generous with those who choose to speak openly about their beliefs, including those who don't belong to a religion. Third, respect the desire of religious people to meet and pray and worship together, regardless of when or where they meet. Fourth, go out of your way to befriend those whose clothing or other traditions might differ from yours. Yes, it's a big world, isn't it? Big enough for everyone to enjoy religious freedom. More ideas about our rights from the Geneva Office of Human Rights Education.
Hello everyone, my name is Hemavati. Today I'm going to present about equality. Before I start talking about equality, I would like to present a simple video about equality. Let me start talking about equality. One of the basic elements in the value system of Islam is the principle of equality or equity. The Quran states that all humans are descendants of one man, Adam, and are therefore brothers to one another. The emphasis on equalities and justice in the Quran appears throughout the text and even includes the enemies. According to the Quran, man and woman have the same spiritual human nature. Both genders have the dignity and truthness of Allah on earth. Man and woman have the same religious moral duties and responsibility. They both face the same consequences of their deed. Islam teaches that in the sight of Allah, all people are same and equal. But not necessarily they are identical. The difference of ability, potential, ambitions, talents, and wealth, and so on. The stock of a man, the color of his skin, the amount of wealth he has, and the degree of his prestige he enjoys have no bearing on the character and personality of an individual as far as Allah is concerned. The only distinction Allah which recognizes is the creation of goodness and spiritual excellence. The difference of race, skin color, status are just incidental, and they do not affect the true stature of a man in the sight of Allah. The foundation of the Islamic value of equality are deeply rooted in the structure of Islam. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, in conclusion, to understand the fundamentals of the Islamic management, Islam teach the true happiness can be only being obtained by the living the life full of the God constitution of the beginning certified with the Allah as a given as. And additionally, the true freedom is from beginning controlled by our base human desire and being ruled by the man mid ideological. This stands stark contrast to the view of the many people in the modern world, so who consider freedom is to be ability to satisfy all their desire without inhibition. Okay, at last, by expecting to the live a God constitution life and realizing that the only thing that discrimination people in the sight of Allah is their constitution of Him, a person or true human dignity is realized. Thank you. That's all from me.